This is the 2024 Kia Telluride EX X-Line, and in this video, we'll take a look at it inside and out. My name is Joko, and welcome to Urban Auto Adventures. Before I start with the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button down below. It would really mean a lot to me and it would help the channel grow. While you're down there, just hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now back to the 2024 Telluride EX X-Line. Visually speaking, there haven't been that many changes when it comes to the 2023 and the 2024 models of the X-Line and the X Pro package of the Telluride lineup, but we do have one change that kind of gives a completely different look of the overall vehicle, and that is older models had chrome trim on the exterior and the interior vehicle, whereas on the 2024 models we have blacked out trim, and I must say I actually like the blacked out trim even more compared to the chrome trim before. All of that being said, starting with our hood, the same hood design, very elegantly and aerodynamically speaking. Moving towards the front of our front grille. Front grille is this high gloss black trim here. It's plastic, and right here in the center we have our Kia emblem. Moving towards the side, we have these beautifully designed LED headlights. As you can see, like I said before, we have the trim on the interior of the headlight also in this black high gloss trim. Our LED turn signals. We have a vent right here that ends up in the tire compartment to help cool down our brakes, of course. A very elegant and stylish design of our front bumper. Right here in the center, we have our forward collision warning system of our front bumper, and overall the front spoiler has a very aggressive and sportish look to it. And thank you to Willowbrook Kia for lending me one of their vehicles so I can do a walk around video for you guys. I'll put a link to their website down in the description if you want to check them out. Now back to the video. The 2024 Kia Telluride EX X-Line is 197 inches long, 78 inches wide, and between 69 and 71 inches tall. And it has a ground clearance of 8.4 inches. Looking at it from the side and from these dimensions, we can tell that the X-Line lineup from the Telluride trim packages that Kia offer has a more rugged feel to it, but at the same time it actually has the size to accommodate a larger family, even of 6 individuals. Now starting off with our wheels, we have these 20-inch wheels with our black rims here, as you can see. A black trim on the bottom of the vehicle to help protect the paint from rock chips and whenever you're taking it off-roading or somewhere like that with off-road terrain. Right here on the bottom of the doors, it's kind of hard to see, but we have this high gloss grand piano trim, which adds a little bit of elegance to the rugged style. Moving towards our side view mirrors, we have two-tone design of our side view mirrors, body color on top, black plastic on the bottom, LED turn signal on the outside. They have blind spot detection and our power folding. Next we have our door handles, which are the same color as our body, and we have this black button here, which is for the keyless entry actually when you want to enter the car. We have high gloss trim around our windows with our high gloss grand piano trim door columns here, and on top of the vehicle we have these blacked out roof rails. Now moving towards the back of the vehicle, we can see that the design is actually virtually similar to the 2023 model. That being said, starting off with our top, we have our sportish spoiler here protruding above our trunk space with our LED brake lights, rear window wiper, a flat Kia emblem with the flat Telluride emblem right here as well. A rear-facing camera on this side. We have the X-Line emblem on this side. Our very nice and elegantly designed LED taillights, as well as proximity sensors on our rear bumper. And overall, a very stylish and sportish looking rear spoiler with the 2 exhaust pipes coming out on the passenger side of the vehicle. Now, if you want to open up the lift gate, it's simply push the rubberized button right here, and we have an automatic lift gate. As you already know, the Telluride is actually a 3-row seater, and even with the 3rd row seats up, you get plenty of space here in the back for your daily groceries, and I would even say to, for smaller trips with the family. Now you also get a hidden pocket design here to the side of the vehicle, and you also get a 12-volt outlet here as well if you want to plug in like a mini fridge or something. If this space is not enough, what you can do is you can lift the bottom compartment, and this is also where you get some hidden storage. It's fairly big, and this is where you can find all the tools necessary for you to change your tire, including your spare tire. Now if you don't need that, you simply close it, and we have this very nice hard cover. If this space is not enough, if you want to put down the 3rd row seats, you can do that by simply pulling on these straps. It will unlock the seat, and then you simply push it forward. And the strap has a nice Velcro in the back, so you can stick it to the back of the seat so it doesn't run away, kind of. Do the same on this side. Pull on the strap, push the seat forward, attach the Velcro. Now this opens up even more room for more possibilities, as well as enables you to store even longer and bigger suitcases for longer road trips. If even this space is not enough and you want to, transport something even bigger, you can actually lower the second row seats as well, and you can do that from right here. You have two buttons right here. You simply push and hold, and that will recline the seats. As you can see, this opens up even more room for more possibilities for storing stuff and transporting stuff. If you want to put everything back up like it was, you cannot do it automatically with the push of a button. You got to do it manually, but it's fairly simple. You go from the side, you lift on the lever here to the side of the seat, and you simply raise the seat in its position. Lever, raise seat. And for the third row seats, as you saw earlier, we have the strap. You simply pull on the strap, adjust the seat in any position you want, raise the headrest, do the same thing for this side. And if you want to close up the lift gate, you simply push on the button. The 2024 Kia Telluride EX X-Line comes in a 3.8-liter V6 engine configuration that, combined with the all-wheel drive as well as the 8-speed automatic transmission, puts out 291 horsepower or 262 pound-feet of torque. Now, they come standard in front-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is also an option. In addition to that, what you also want to know is where you put your windshield washer fluid, and it's sitting right here to the front of the engine bay compartment, so you don't spill any windshield washer fluid all over your engine. Nice. Sitting on the inside of the 2024 Kia Telluride EX X-Line, you get a very nice and elegant feel to the overall vibe of the interior. In addition to that, you also have a very modern approach to the overall driver experience here with our dashboard. We have this huge screen here in front of you with our digital dashboard and the front of the driver, as well as our infotainment system right here, which are made into this kind of like a one-screen setup. Moreover, we have a very nice combination of materials. What looks like brushed aluminum trim on our dash, the steering wheel, doors, as well as high gloss black piano trim on our dashboard, and this what seems like wood-alike trim, but I believe it's just like a wooden veneer on top of some plastic. But again, it adds to the elegant style of the overall interior. In addition to that, the EX X-Line also comes with a ton of safety and convenience features, so without further ado, let's take a look at a few of them. Starting off with our passenger side, we have this fairly sized glove box compartment, hardcover interior, plenty big for your owner's manual, and probably a couple other things as well. If you close it up, right above it we have this nice vent design where it's made like one continuous line. The center part here is closed off, which it's no vents. You have a vent to the end there, but it's made to be seamless here, continuing towards the center portion of our dashboard. We have our infotainment system right here in the center, which is a 12.3-inch touchscreen display. It's a very responsive touchscreen display, and it also comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Right below that, we have push buttons, physical push buttons for that matter, to control some of your infotainment system, as well as a customizable button right here, which is the star here, that when you push, you can pretty much select anything that is available through the menu of your infotainment system. Right below that, we have our climate control unit, which is this monochromatic screen right here to indicate your temperature, of course, but we also have physical buttons to adjust our climate control, which is very nice, and I actually prefer that. Right below that, we have this nice center console with these very nice handles here, I must say, which give it this rugged look. If you're going hard in some curves, you can hold on to that here, which is very nice. But moreover, we have, if you push this, it reveals a hidden storage compartment with a USB-C, USB, and a 12-volt outlet right here as well. A little bit of extra storage and wireless phone charging right here. Very comfortable gear selector, more storage for your keys here, 2 cup holders. Your gear mode selector is right here, which is this knob that you simply turn. Right behind that, we have our auto engine start and stop, electronic park brake, parking sensor enable disable, and our auto hold enable disable here as well. Moving towards the back, we have this leather covered armrest. If you open it up, more storage in the form of this tray, and a deeper storage compartment here with a USB-C charging port right here as well. For our driver, we have a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster with this very nice and comfortable heated steering wheel, physical buttons on the steering wheel to control some of your infotainment system, obviously, but this is also where you can control your adaptive cruise control, highway driving assist, lane departure warning assist, and so on. Right behind the steering wheel on the left hand side, you have more controls. You can control the brightness of the lights on your dashboard, but this is also where you can enable and disable your tow mode. Speaking of tow mode, since we have the X-Line package on this model, we also have self-leveling rear suspension, which is very nice. In addition to that, you also get downhill descent assist. This is where you can open up your liftgate and your traction control. Moving on to our seats, we get these very nice and comfortable perforated leather seats, which are also heated and ventilated. You get a very nice X-Line emblem engraved into the seat right over here. We have 10-way power adjustments in the driver, 8-way power adjustment in the passenger, as well as 2-way power lumbar in both seats, but no memory in either side. In addition to that, since this is the almost fully loaded model, you also get a manually adjusted sunshade here with a tilted and sliding moonroof, and also LED lights throughout the entire vehicle, which is very nice. Sitting in the second row of the 2024 Kia EX X-Line, it's actually just as comfortable as sitting in the front row seats, with even more room to spare. You get plenty of leg room, obviously, plenty of headroom, and you get plenty of storage room around you. Again, this is the EX version of the X-Line trim packages, but there's also the SX and the SX Prestige. There's not that many differences, but one of the differences is that the SX and the SX Prestige get also heated and ventilated seats, whereas the EX does not. Moving forward, like I said, you get plenty of storage room in the form of these pockets inside the door, bottle holders, pockets behind the driver and the passenger seat, as well as these hooks here if you want to hook like a trash bag or something. Inside the doors, you have this retractable sunshade that you can simply hook like that. If you don't want it, you can put it down. We have these very nice and convenient handlebars that help you, easier get in and get out of the vehicle. We have a center console with 2 cup holders, a 12-volt outlet right there, and we also get 2 USB-C charging ports to the sides of our front row seats. Our climate control unit in the EX X-Line is actually here on top of our ceiling. You get the buttons, you also get the LED lights here as well. And on the ceiling, you also have your vents, which, are reminiscent of like airplane vents. And the airplane vents. And the vents actually come with 2 functions. You have regular air and you also have diffused air. Now, moving on to our seats, we have these nice leather seats, just like in the front. They're perforated. Like I said, they're not heated or cooled. You get that in the upper trim packages, but you get an armrest. We get 2 captain chairs. You can move the seats forward and backward, and you can even recline the seat for even more comfort. Just be, wary of the people behind you if there is anybody sitting in the third row. Speaking of third row, sitting here in the third row, now that I have adjusted the seat, as I was sitting in the second row in this seat, it's actually fairly comfortable even in this position. But if I move the seat a little bit further forward, I will have even more leg room here, and obviously I have sufficient headroom here, as you can see. Now, you don't get a ton of amenities here in the back, but you do get a little bit of storage here to the side with a cup holder, and on the driver's side you get kind of like a small pocket inside the wall here. And you also get 2 USB-C charging ports here in the back as well. In addition to that, you also get these cool airplane vents here in the ceiling with the diffused and the regular air blowing setting here as well. But this contraption here in the center is actually a ultrasonic, I believe, sensor that will sense if there is any living creatures locked or left behind in the vehicle after you have exited and locked the car. It will sound the alarm so that you come back and get them. So, don't forget your kids or pets in your vehicles, especially in the summer, because it can just end terribly. If there is no one sitting in the second row and you want to get out, Kia have made it actually very convenient. They have placed a button right here to the outside of the seat, and you can find the same button on the lower part of the seat of the outside, where you can simply push it and it will move the seat forward to open up enough room for you to exit. Now, the same button, like I said, you can find it on the outside, which is very convenient for even smaller kids to push the button so that they can enter here in the back seats. Very nice and convenient. And this concludes our video for today. Thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below if you don't want to miss any future video uploads. If you want to see more amazing car content, hit one of the thumbnails right there, and I'll see you in our next one. Cheers.